Hello students, welcome back to my session and this is Jyoti Divakar. Today we are going to solve question number 1 of exercise 3.2. Here in question number 1 we have to find out the sum of any two part 1 odd numbers, and in part B we have to find out the sum of any two even number. So let us start the solution of this question. I am taking two odd numbers. Suppose I am taking 1 and 3. What I have to do? I have to find out the sum of these two odd numbers. So I will put addition sign over there, and what I will get in a resultant? I will get 4, and this is a even number. This is the thing what question wants to know from us. Here we are having an even number. When we are adding two odd numbers, we will get even number. In part B, question was asking find the sum of any two even number. Now we will take two even numbers. You can take numbers as per your wish and we can find out so many answers. So what we are thinking to take, like I am taking 2 as an even number, and another even number, what should I take? If I am taking 8, so what I will get in answer? I will get 10. Again I am getting even number. So it's very clear, student. Whenever you are adding any two even numbers, so you will get again even number. But when you are taking two odd number, so you will get even numbers. So this was our answer. In our question number 2, we have to find out the statement is true or false. So what we have to do? We have to prove each and every statement by taking examples. So first one is the sum of three odd numbers is even. So what we will take, any three odd numbers we will take and we will find out their answer is even or not. Here I am taking three odd numbers 1, 3 and 5, and what I have to do? Sum. So I will put plus sign over there, and what I will get after addition? 1 plus 3, 4, 4 plus 5, 9. Here I am having odd number. So it means this is a false statement. Clear? Here in this question we have a condition of we have to find out sum of two odd numbers. So first I will take two odd numbers. Suppose I am taking again smallest number, I am taking over there 1 and 3. I have to sum two odd numbers. So 1 and 3 both are odd numbers, and one even number. So I am taking 2 as an even number. These are odd and this one is even number. So what I will get in result? 1, 3, 4, 4 and 2, 6 is even. Is means equal to, even means we are having again a even answer. So this one is a true case, true condition. We are having true statement because we have checked odd and even. In C part we are having a statement the product of three odd numbers is odd. So we have to multiply this time, and what kind of number we have to take? Odd numbers. So I am taking 1 multiply 3 multiply 5. What I am getting in result? 1 multiply 3 and 3 multiply 5, that will be 15, and 15 is a odd number, is an odd number. So this is true. In part D we are having a statement if an even number is divided by 2, the quotient is always odd. Means we have to take any even number and we will find out what is the quotient if we divide it by 2. So I am taking 14 and I will divide it by 2. So what I will get? How many times it will divide? 7 times. I am having odd number. I can take with the other example also. I can take 22 divided by 2. What I will get again? I will get 11. That is again an odd number. So that is true. I have proved with the two examples. So let us go for here. We all know all prime numbers are odd. That is completely wrong statement because prime number, those are having factor 1 and number itself. But if we talk about 2, we are having 1 and 2, 1 and number itself. But 2 is an even number. Except 2, we all prime numbers we are having in a odd formation. Like we are taking 3, that is 1 into 3. So it is an odd number. 5, that is 1 into 5, again it is an odd number. Rest all numbers are odd except 2. So that is false statement, because rest are odd, but here 2 is an even number and it is also a prime number. So come to the F part of the true false. Again this is a false statement. Why? Because every prime number has at least 2 factors. First one is 1 and other number is a number itself. So every number has 2 factors. Every prime number has 2 factors. So it is false statement, because they have 2 factors, 1 and number itself. Here in G statement, we have to find out the sum of 2 prime number is always even. Let us check this thing, how it can be possible. We will never take 1 as a prime number. We have read earlier that 1 is neither prime nor composite. So we will not consider 1 as a prime number. So we will consider another number, like I am taking 2 and other prime number like 3. They both are prime number. They are having a factor 1 and they are factor of their table also. So what we will having? Sum of 2 prime. So 2 prime and sum. What I will get? 5. Here I am having an odd number, but question is saying it is always even. Suppose I am taking with another example. I am taking 5, a prime number, and I am adding it with the other prime number. 7 is the factor of number itself and in the table of 1 also. So after addition we will get 12. Here I am having an even number. So it's not sure. Sometime you will get odd and sometime you will get even. So it is false. We will go for next. Here in H part, 2 is only even prime number. Yes, I have told you here 2 is only the number who is even number and it is also a prime number. So it is true statement. Rest all prime numbers are odd. So come to the I part. What the question is asking, all even numbers are composite numbers. Composite numbers, those are having more than 2 factors. So let us check this statement. Even number, smallest even number, what we are having? 2. And let's check how many factors it is having. It is a factor of 1, it is a factor of 2 also, but we don't have any other table where we are having 2 as a multiple. So this is the exception case. So that's why we can't say all word. We will not use all because we are having one exception case. So it is a false statement. Numbers, those are not having more than 2 factors, they are prime number. They cannot be composite number. जब 2 के 2 से ज़्यादा फैक्टर बन ही नहीं रहे हैं तो ये तो प्राइम नंबर हुआ, ये कंपोजिट कहाँ से हुआ, इसलिए ये फॉल्स है. Now we are taking last part of the true false. The product of 2 even number is always even. Product means we will find out the multiplication of 2 even number. I will take 12 as an even number and I am multiplying it with another even number. Suppose I am taking 4. So what I will get? 12 into 12 goes 4 times 48. Number those are ending with 0, 2, 6, 4, 8. They will be even number. So it is again an even number. So this statement is right. That is true statement. Now in question number 3 we have to solve this question about the number 13 and 31 are prime numbers. They are factor of 1 and their themselves. Both these numbers have same digits. You can notice both are having 1 and 3 same digits. Find such pair of prime numbers up to 100. मीन्स आपको 13 और 31 जैसे ऐसे नंबर्स के पेयर बनाने हैं जिनमें डिजिट्स भी सेम हो और वो प्राइम नंबर भी होने चाहिए, लेकिन वो 100 से ऊपर नहीं जाने चाहिए. सो इन सॉल्यूशन 3 वी हैव 3 कंडीशंस: सेम डिजिट्स एंड प्राइम नंबर, एंड दे शुड बी लेस देन 100. अप टू 100 की काउंटिंग में हमें ऐसे पेयर्स ढूंढने हैं. सपोज़ आपको 13 और 31 तो क्वेश्चन में गिवन था. अब और कौन से ऐसे नंबर है जो अपनी खुद की टेबल में ही आते हैं और 1 की टेबल में ही आते हैं? जैसे 17 ले लें. अब 17 का अपोजिट आपको डिजिट सेम ही रखना है. वैसे तो बहुत सारे नंबर्स हैं, वी हैव लॉट ऑफ नंबर्स, दोज आर प्राइम, बट वी वांट सेम डिजिट्स इन अ पेयर. पेयर का फर्स्ट नंबर है 17. अब पेयर में तो 2 नंबर होते हैं, सो व्हाट विल बी द अनदर नंबर? वी हैव टू रिवर्स इट. 1 7 को हम 7 1 कर देंगे तो 71 हो गया. एंड इट इज़ ऑल्सो अ प्राइम नंबर एंड डिजिट्स आर स्टिल सेम 1 7 7 1. सो पेयर नंबर 1 वी आर हैविंग हियर. पेयर नंबर 2, what else we can write? Suppose I am taking 37 and 73. ये दोनों नंबर अपनी टेबल में आते हैं और 1 की टेबल में आते हैं और किसी टेबल में नहीं आते, तो ये भी क्या हो गए? प्राइम नंबर हो गए. और इनके डिजिट्स भी सेम है, 3 7 है, 7 3 है, सेम नंबर्स है. नेक्स्ट अनदर पेयर इफ़ वी कैन टेक अप टू 100, व्हाट एल्स वी कैन टेक? 79 we can take 79, and what will be the reverse? 97, and it is less than 100. 100 से छोटा ही है ये नंबर. अप टू 100 के हमारे पास 3 पेयर है और कोई पेयर हमें नहीं मिल रहा है. सो these 3 are the pairs. Those are having same digits and these are less than 100 and they are pairs of prime number also. See here in question number 6, express the following as a sum of 2 odd prime numbers. We have to use odd prime numbers. All prime numbers are odd except 2. So we will not use 2 as a prime number. Keep one thing in your mind. Now I will solve A part and C part for you. B and D you all will try yourself. If I have to express 44 in the form of 2 odd prime numbers, so I will take 41. 1, you can notice it is not divisible. 41 is not divisible by 2, so it is an odd number. And 41 I have taken, so how much I want to get 44? I want 3. Again 3 is an prime number and it is a odd number also. So these both are odd number and prime number, and they are giving 44. So come to the C part. 24. I will not convert into 21 plus 3 because 21 is a composite number. So I will take 19. This one is odd number and prime number also. And what is remaining to make it 24? We want 5. And 5 is an odd number and prime number. So here we have got both numbers in the form of odd number and prime number also.